Hey guys, what's up?
What's up?
So I just want to say welcome. Right now we are at Stankonia Studios, the legendary Stankonia Studios. Of course, we know so many hits have been made right here, and we're gonna talk to these hit makers right here as well. They have a new project that just came out, and they are. So I want to just make sure I get this right. Courtesy of the Goodfellas.
Yeah.
Correct. All right, I'm telling you, that's a long name now. Courtesy of the Goodfellas. But we're gonna get into how you guys even came up with that name. And I just want to say, just shout out to the 478 one time.
Thanks,
This the home team. Yes.
You said too much already. We should have started out with that.
I'm telling you, I told
True.
KG, I was just like, it must be two sides. So, I'm representing the east side. East side versus all y'all. But we not
I love
going to
all
really.
sides.
Oh, okay. Okay, right.
Unity is more important these days. You know what I'm saying? Than anything. So we're gonna stress all sides
all
coming
sides.
together. Shout out to the Mac though.
That's right. Shout out to the 478. And if you did not know, I am Royal Dynasty. Yes, the hometown favorite. And I just want you gentlemen to introduce yourselves as well, courtesy of the Goodfellas.
Oh wow. I go by the name of KG.
I'm Brilliant Mac.
AKA DJ Mac. I was telling KG, I said, I feel like I'm the only person that just really calls you by your full name.
Yeah. It's never nothing short. Always DJ Mac.
DJ Mac. So I just want to say thank you guys for inviting me here. It was very, I wouldn't say spur of the moment, but when I got the invitation to be able to come and interview you guys, I was just like, oh, hell yes. Just kind of been following you guys' journey for a little while now, especially like knowing for you, DJ Mac, from Savannah State. I really didn't know KJ like that, and we were just kind of talking about that. But just knowing you from Savannah State and knowing that you left Savannah State to go out to pursue, your dreams of music, and apparently KJ did the same thing. And now here you guys go, in the middle meeting up to make this amazing album. KJ sent me the album, and I just want to let you know the album is called House of Blues, and I rock with it. I really rock with it from beginning to end. And let's just kind of go ahead and let's just get into it, all right? So of course we already know who the Courtesy of the Goodfellas is. So just tell me, where did that name even come from? How did that come about?
So for a while, early on doing music, I was just operating as a solo artist. And then, I've known Mac probably say most of my life. We both went to Union together. My mom actually taught him in 5th grade. You know what I'm saying? So he's always been around. And then once we kind of came of age and I'm doing music as a solo artist, we kind of decided to come together, make a definitive sound, for ourselves. Just something that was different. And for whatever reason, I was just in the mob movies really heavy at that time. So, the casinos, the Scarfaces, and Goodfellas was one of those movies that I was always constantly watching. And just how they carried themselves, being gangsters but being different.
Right.
How they dressed, just, what I'm saying? They were good fellas, what I'm saying? And I felt like that's what we were in the industry. Like, we were different, what I'm saying? We dress different, we sound different. We want the same common goal, which is to make money, but, you know what I'm saying? I just felt like the way we were coming was different. So we just kind of went with the Goodfellas, and then courtesy of, just trying to make it a little extra special. There you got it.
I like it. And so, of course, listening to the album House of Blues, let's talk about that. First of all, the name House of Blues. What made you guys want to name it this? And I'm just gonna say, me listening to it on my way here, it was, I had a variety of different vibes. Like, I felt the West Coast vibe. It gave me a little J. Cole. I felt some Ice Cube. I felt like some Kendrick, and then when I came in, I kind of saw your hair, I was like, Kendrick. So, definitely I felt a lot of different vibes. So let's just talk about like the making of House of Blues.
It really came about just from like different beats that was being chosen, because our partners did a lot, you know what I'm saying, on it. And as the beats was coming together, it wasn't nothing really just too much up tempo, and then the way he was flowing on everything, it felt like a poetry setting, you know what I'm saying, or an environment where you just come in, you're not trying to be too wild, you're just trying to chill and listen to the words, almost like a spoken word.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying, with everything how it was coming together, he decided to call it the House of Blues, and then given it's been a bluey 2020, you know what I'm saying?
We're gonna get into that.
It just all made sense. I mean, you want to speak on it?
I mean, that's essentially what it was. We just wanted to make it a place. You know, we made this in the middle of everything going crazy with the pandemic. Studio was closed down, so that really wasn't accessible. So I just felt like people needed that relief of going through everything, and I felt like that's what the album is. You know what I'm saying? It's just I don't know, just like a relief moment. You know what I'm saying? The end of the day, and that's just what you ride home to. So I'm just glad we were able to put it together and, you know, work with the people who, you know, worked on it with us. Dejan Styles, Brendan. Brendan, the homie Black Mel, who's also from Macon, and my homie Lefty Van Low. Shout out to KIP. But you know, all of those, Riz. So all of those are our homies, and it's just, you know, organic chemistry with all of us. So it's better to make music with all of them and then just incorporate them all on the project. Just make it even better.
Yeah, I was listening. I'm one of those type people where, like, when I first listened to it, I think I was listening more to the beats at first. You know what I'm saying? And just listening to it, and I'm like, okay, I like this one, I like this one, I like this one. My top 3, I wrote them down. Levels Right.
Okay.
Like I rock with Levels Right. Keep It Player. I think it was like a line in there. It was like, if her thighs don't match her ass. I was like, yeah. So that one, and Boys in the Hood.
Facts.
I want to say Boys in the Hood. Was it like a saxophone in that? Yeah, like
there's a lot going on.
Hey, I'm telling you, and I like how I switched up, because I know like now with a lot of the music that's out there, they'll go in with one, you know, beat, then it switches up and it's almost like 2 songs in one. So I like that right there. You want to say something?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay, yeah. But definitely, I want to say that, like, those were 3 of my favorite. And how long did it take you guys to make this album?
So, because everybody knows I'm producer of the group, but I do want to make it known that that's a lot of just power to my partners, Brendan, Dejan, and who else?
Drum Gang. Shout out to Drum Gang.
So for this particular project, I didn't per se produce anything on it. I was kind of like a executive producer. You know what I'm saying? Every time he would send me over, I was coming in, you know what I'm saying? That's how I pitched in on here. But they between his ear, my ear, and just their talent, man, it just came together as a beautiful painting, man, and it took about 2 months or so.
Once we finally locked in and getting everything together, and you know, just to clear everything up, because I know there's a bit of a anomaly behind the group. Like, courtesy of the Goodfellas, we are a group, but primarily I'm the one that you'll hear vocally on the songs. Matt is in-house producer and does a lot of things independently on his own, as far as production, that I'll kind of let him, you know, speak on himself. But, you know, the fact of it just being a group was because producers don't really get a lot of love, man. Like, for whatever reason, they get left aside, they don't get paid, they don't get compensated. So I felt like, you know, my brother is a producer. Like, what better way to make sure he's not overlooked if I just sacrifice being KG to be courtesy of the Goodfellas, you know what I'm saying? So that way, it's always, you know what I'm saying, he's always included. Like, you can't leave him out at that point, you know what I'm saying? And from there, that's just kind of how we did it.
So I want to just kind of talk about, as far as, and we were talking about beats and things earlier. I think we mentioned Lil Wayne, or talking about artists, how, you know, now it's to the point where they'll just kind of go in the studio and just like freestyle something right quick and be like, all right, this it, it's the hit, it's a hit. So, like, at any point, did you guys just, like, come up with a beat and be like, I'm going to freestyle this thing and this is going to be on the album?
Oh, yeah, let me tell you. So, Mac is not shy when it comes to, like, voicing his opinion on,
he
like,
just try to act like he's
like,
shy.
there have been times where I was maybe recording a verse that he really wasn't feeling. He'll come in and turn the lights off on me in the booth. Like, I'm not lying, like, on everything. Cuz really came in and said, this ain't it. And, like, literally turn the lights off on me, like, so. But that honesty helps us to get to where we're trying to go, and I'm not so big-headed to be like, oh nah, bro, like, what you mean? Like, okay, bro, if you turn the lights off on me, clearly this ain't it. So it's all good though.
So it's that's typically that's typically what happens. Like, you know what I'm saying? As I was telling you, if I'm not have my hand on producer, I'm trying to steer him in the right way of, no, say this that way, say this that way. And to be honest, I'm comfortable doing that with him. It's been my brother since, you know what I'm saying, the 90, 98, 90, you know what I'm saying? So he do a little bit of both. He'll write something, if he go in there and what he wrote, and he'll like, from this point, try to, you know what I'm saying, freestyle it. Or if he already in the later, hey, nah, dog, that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? What you mean? And then he'll go home, hey, Mac, you were right, dog. I said, I know, bro. So it's really, for us, it's really in between, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you might get a better feeling if you just go in there. You know what I'm saying? You're not reading, you're not stressing about what you're saying. You might come up with something even fire. So, but just having a balance between both of them makes it great, because everybody think they can go in there and just do that.
Right.
But that's why we at sometimes, because they going in there not doing too much.
I be thinking all the time, I'm like, man, I started thinking about artists, I'm like, they play that what happened? But anyways, you know, so what would you say, I'm just asking you guys and you can answer simply, what's your favorite song off of House of Blues?
If I had to pick, I would probably say 85 on 85.
And you know, I was listening to 85 on 85, and it was a line in there where you was like, got off on Gray, and it made me think that you was saying, like, was you talking about Gray Highway, Gray Georgia?
So that's actually the homie Black Mel.
Okay.
So Black Mel is from Macon. Shout out to the homie Black Mel. But you know, he is of your side of town.
Okay, east side. Okay.
So you know, he was talking about, you know, merged and made a writer on the Gray. He really was talking about Macon, but that's tight that, you know, you being from Macon, you can catch those lines and be like, you know, find a way to resonate with that in the music. Like, that's dope. Shout out to Black Mel.
So why 85 on 85?
Because a lot of times when you know, leaving the studio late at night, you know, headed home, like, I gotta take 85 to get home. So, you know, sometimes you might push the gas a little bit harder when you just made something. So really, that's what it was, like 85.
They're right. Like, oh, going 85 on 85. Come on now. Come on. Got you. So what about you, Max?
So this was one of the ones I had to tell him he was tripping, because he thought he had rapped on the road. But Keep It Player is my favorite song. Like, I was when I first listened, I was like, man, this song is perfect. From, like, if you listen to how he's structured, you know what I'm saying? How like at his last 4 bars, he used the same last 4 bars on the second verse, first verse, and how he get into it. You know my window sitting, you know what I'm saying? The way he structured that song. Fire. Shout out to
So I want to ask though, at some point during this interview, is it possible for us to be able to play like snippets of just a couple of songs off of the album?
Yeah, we can find a way to make that happen.
Okay. I mean, I just thought, I didn't know, just like, shoot, let's let the people hear what's on House of Blues. And speaking of hearing what's on House of Blues, if you do have Apple Music, you guys on Spotify, yes, make
Tidal.
sure you download it. House of Blues, courtesy of Goodfellas. I'm telling you, like.
Stop by the other projects too.
While you're there. Yeah, it's a lot of other stuff to get into.
Right quick. So let's see. We're talking about making an album. You know, just talking about how wild and crazy 2020 has been with pandemic, crazy ass president, new president, Jeezy versus Gucci battle. Like 2020 was crazy, right? So I also know that we lost a good fella. You know, so shout out to Rob Conyers, you know. Rob, that was our guy. He went to Savannah State with us as well. He's also from Macon, you know. He's not from Macon? I thought he was from Macon.
Nah, my dog from Macon.
Okay, right.
Essentially.
We adopted him. My
Okay,
dog from
I
Macon.
thought he was from Macon. Correct me though. Where
Nah,
he from?
He from up here.
He's from Macon. Okay. Well, honestly, I swear I thought Rob was
with
from
us. We
Macon.
adopted
Yeah,
him.
he was with the team.
Let him tell he's from Bloomington. I miss my dog, bro. R.P. Rob.
That's right. And you know, I heard you guys, you know, throughout the album, you know, just showing love to him. So, with making the album, knowing that happened, how hard was it for you guys to continue to make this project? Because I know Rob was into rapping, and
He was on the last project we dropped.
Okay.
You can start it out.
I mean, I met Rob through Matt, and just like you said, the connection that he had with all the people from Macon was something genuine. And he would always tell me, you know what I'm saying, like Rob, when they would freestyle, like they put something out on SoundCloud back in the day, you know what I'm saying? They was all on the track, but
We five.
he was just a good person and a talented musician. And we would always, you know, tell Rob, like, Rob, you need to make another album. Like, you need to drop another album. Like, you need to drop another album. And he would always call himself like the third member of Courtesy of the Goodfellas. You know what I'm saying? So he was just like, you know, it was hard for him to make music when he was in a good place in his life. And he was just like, you know, I'm happy, you know, so I can't really, you know what I'm saying? I can't really rap right now, you know what I'm saying? But it was cool to see him find that happiness to the point where he was kind of able to step away from the music. But, you know, I would say 2 months before he passed, he sent me something. He was just like, yeah, bro, like, it's time, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, all right, bro, like, Rob finna crank up, and then life happens.
Yeah.
So going into the project, and you know what I'm saying, and with that happening, like I said, it kind of went into the name, you know what I'm saying. Then just throughout, if you catch in people of verses throughout, he's, you know what I'm saying, always referencing to it. Even in like the first video on For Levels Right or Levels Up, we got YGC hoodies on. You know what I'm saying. So he kind of was a part of each little step, you know what I'm saying? Because it was always on our mind, all the time, every day.
That's right. That's right. I didn't mean it to be a
no,
downer, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, just to even speak on, bro, to give him the platform, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's keeping him alive. So, you know, shout out to Rob, you know what I'm saying? Go Stream, Introspection. You know, his project is still out there. But yeah, shout out to my dog.
That's right. I love it. So, as far as in what's next, what do you guys feel like is next for you? And I want to, even with this project, how well do you think, you know, you did on it? How well do you think it was? If you had a grade, House of Blues.
It's really hard for us to kind of grade our work because of how we work. We're already kind of knee deep in what's coming next. You know what I'm saying? But I think for us to be able to sonically give people something that's different from what's on the radio, we're not rapping how most people are rapping. I think is a risk in itself. So I think that just has to get, you know, passing, you know what I'm saying, a passing grade at some point. Just for the fact they're trying to be different, you know. But I don't know, man. Like I'm happy with it. I hope the people are happy with it. I mean, if you don't like it, I hope you don't like it because it sounds different. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want us to be judged for being us. You know what I'm saying? Which is different.
I don't know if, you know, for me, because I just like music, and I am a R&B junkie. So like I said, just listening to it, I definitely was feeling it. And I was like, if I was, you know what I'm saying, smoking, I was driving, like I could find myself being lost in it, like just being in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was telling KG, like I felt like it was telling a story. Even it made me almost. I think like on one song it was like you feel like you in the 1960s or 1970s with the red light. I have a red light, so you know what I'm saying. I know what that red light vibe feel like, and I'm envisioning it. You know, while I'm driving, got my little AirPods. I'm like, oh shit, like I see this, you know, and it made me feel like I was in it, you know. So I don't know. I'm a fan.
Well, I appreciate
it. And that's why I mess with him, man. How he rap, everything he puts everything so visual. You know what I'm saying? And the way he words things, everything has a purpose. You know, and the fact that you was able to paint the picture that we intended the album to paint. You know what I'm saying? That shows you what the grade is right there. You know what I'm
saying? But sometimes it's an acquired taste. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I look up to, you know what I'm saying, or certain rappers that I look up to, I realize they had acquired taste. You know what I'm saying? Like I listen to a lot of Currency. A lot of people might necessarily can't get on Currency. Like, oh, you know, it might be the beat choice or how he's rapping. So I'm like, all right. So clearly, if my favorite rapper, you know what I'm saying, isn't an acquired taste, you know what I'm saying, what do I expect? You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm glad to be different, you know what I'm saying, and to be with Matt, and to him also be different as well, you know what I'm saying, like not making traditional sounding beats. Like it was cool to kind of find that comfort in, like, all right, bro, let's do something different, you know what I'm saying, like, nah, bro, don't rap like that, like, no more Migo flow, you know what I'm saying, like
mumble rap,
right, but like I said, Matt can turn the lights off on you and let you know, like.
So before we have to get ready and wrap up this first session, because like I said, I definitely want to be able to I'm going live right now on my IG, but you know, I want to be able to allow them to hear some of this magic that you guys have created, and just going back to you saying how different you were, you know, I think I asked what genre would you guys consider yourself to be. I know I saw it on like on Apple Music, it said hip hop rap, you know, but they have a genre now. What is it called? Like a meme or something like that? Anime. I'm like, what is it? But what genre would you guys consider yourselves to be?
I think to just be judged as an artist is cool. Not necessarily a rapper per se, but a musician. Because the crazy thing is, like, you know, we do hip hop, but I tell Mac all the time, like, his production that he does for R&B is next level. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. He's just R&B gifted, like his keys, like the structure. So I don't know. I think R&B, you know what I'm saying, is a threshold that he could go in and easily drop, you know, a double, come home with a ring or a platinum plat. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Ari.
Shout out to Ari.
Yes, hey, we gotta give you some props to that one. Like when the video ad came out, what was it, a documentary? Right, with J. Cole. Yes, man. It was like, I'm telling everybody, I know he's from Macon.
That was, I don't know, like when he like called, he was like, bro, I got the gold ticket. I was like, bro, this is some real Willy Wonka type stuff. Like, bro, you an Avenger, bro.
He definitely called me.
Like, bro, you got called on, bro.
Hey, but that's amazing because not a lot of people got a golden ticket. You know, and that was definitely a blessing and opportunity and experience for you.
I'll never forget that. It's some crazy stuff that went on. I'll never forget it.
Ari Lennox.
Yeah, shout out my boy Sean, man. He did the busted joint with me.
Okay.
We did it together. You know. But yeah, as an experience I'll be telling my kids for years is like the different amount of people I ran into in that building.
Right.
Like, nah, that was real, like, hip-hop history. And I'm glad they got it on you know what I'm saying? That documentary on show, it's crazy because the documentary shows so much. That really was just a small piece to it was 10 days, you know?
That's amazing. Well, before we get ready and close up for this first half of the interview, let's go ahead and drop some handles. Where can they follow you guys on Instagram, Facebook, however you want them to follow you?
Courtesy of the Goodfellas on IG. And then
we got the Facebook page. Courtesy of the Goodfellas. No different type of spelling, you know.
Yeah.
So courtesy of the Goodfellas on all platforms. There you go. And don't forget to make sure that you go download right now House of Blues on Spotify, on Apple Music, Tidal, like however you can get it. They got it out there.
Check the Levels Right video on YouTube as well. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. We go thing. Levels Right
video, yeah. That was the first thing from.
And you can stream Bust It too.
Right.
Stream Bust It. Man. We ain't here for that, but stream Bust It.
All right, so we are back, still here at Stankonia Studios in ATL, shouted with some of Macon's finest, 478. Of course, we have courtesy of the Goodfellas here, talking about their new album that they just dropped, House of Blues. And when did this project drop?
Black Friday.
Black Friday. Okay, so right after Thanksgiving.
Right.
That's right. So that's what's up. That's what's up. Of course, we're just talking about some of my favorites. Songs off of the album, and definitely want you guys to go and download that album. All right, it's on Spotify, it's on Tidal, it's on Apple Music. When I tell you it's a feel good album. I mean, House of Blues, when you know what I'm saying, like when you think about it, it's just a feel good album, So if you got your drink, if you got your smoke, hey, it's gonna take you there. It's gonna like really put you in a mood. It's a vibe, I will say that. So before we left off, we was talking about some of my favorite songs, but we were also just kind of talking about like what's next for courtesy of the Goodfellas.
So we got hella shit in the vault, you know what I'm saying? As always, I didn't do any production on this, but that doesn't mean we wasn't working on anything as far as my production. We're working on Goodfellas Never Die 3. It might be something that's gonna be in the middle of that. I know my dog, we was in here the other day, he was doing a song about my dog Rob. I had to walk out. It was so, you know what I'm saying?
I can confirm though, we are doing the YGC project. Like, I'm not sure when it'll be, but you know what I'm saying, definitely gonna do the Young God Conyers. And for y'all that don't know, that's what YGC stands for. I know sometimes letters these days can be misconstrued, but we are talking about Young God Conyers, which is our homeboy we lost. So we definitely will be dropping the YGC project.
That's gonna be dope right there. That's gonna be dope. So I know while we were trying to, we were having some technical difficulties, but it's all good though. Talking about some of the projects that you guys have done as far as over the course of time, what has been one of your favorite songs, Matt, that you produced, KG, that you have, wrote, rap? Like, let's talk about that.
You go first.
This is like flip the coin. Who's going?
My favorite courtesy song, I know. So whatever I say, I know Mac is gonna disagree, but me personally, I'm gonna probably go Sleep Dreaming, or I'm gonna go College. Shout out to Renegade. Renegade.
Renegade.
It's like it's one button.
Renegade.
I said Renegade gonna come here for one button. What did you do?
Some of us follow directions better than others.
So at this point, all we gotta do is turn it up. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
So at this point, I just gotta turn it up.
Yeah. Turn it up from scene to face, like I was saying.
So we might get you some music.
That's what we working on.
Yeah.
We seem like we out of line right here, but
This is real life.
Right.
some raw takes right here. There we go. You keep it right there.
Shout out to Renegade. Yeah.
Oh, so we getting back.
Favorite songs?
People say. You didn't say yours.
I was like, yeah, you didn't say what yours was.
Yeah, cause you saying I might disagree with you.
My favorite will probably be College of Sleep Dream.
College of Sleep Dream. See, that's off of Goodfellas Never Die 1. Mine is off
College
Goodfellas.
of
Well, it's a song called College, and then we got a song called Sleep Dreaming.
But both
Okay.
of those on the same project.
Okay.
But yeah, mine's People Say, which is all courtesy of the Goodfellas Never Die 2. That's on Apple Music. Go check that out. And Still Tipping too. Shout out to the boy Riz. Still
Riz.
Tipping, which we did on this project, courtesy session, which we dropped last year. Those has to be my two favorite.
Shout out to Riz too. Like my dog is coming with some crazy stuff, man. Y'all will hear him soon, but you know what I'm saying? He's straight out the A. But as far as like, you know what I'm saying, new flows, like crazy stuff you ain't never heard before, like Playboy is on some, you know what I'm saying? In a whole nother league, bro. Don't play with him.
Don't play with him. So let's talk about as far as the inspirations. You know, when it comes to Mac, you being a producer, who has been one of your inspirations to come, you know, with doing music, being able to say, you know what, this college thing really isn't for me. I really want to focus on the music, you know. Who was the inspiration for you?
So this might sound cliche, but college dropout.
Okay.
But no, if we're just talking about producers who inspire me, and then because the thought of me getting that I gotta leave college was just like all on me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, that's not it. But as far as like my inspiration with music, man, the Kanye's, Pharrell, my OGs, Organized Noise, which has been so dope that I work here at Stankonia and got become acquaintance with the Dungeon family. You know what I'm saying? Like a little brother around here to some legends, you know, and that's the motivation to keep me going. I can be feeling down like I'm trash or something. I was just in here, I'm playing beats, and then I have the OG Ray Murray from Organized Noise coming there making stank faces and just giving me praise since day one. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to OG Ray Murray, shout out Big Boy. You know what I'm saying? My OGs will always put me on game and all that, man. So that's the type of stuff keep me inspiration. Keep my inspiration going now, like knowing that the people I grew up on see something in me to the fact they keep me around, you know what I'm saying? And give me a credit here and there.
You know what's amazing to me? I remember we were in summer school, and I remember you telling me that you were going to school at the Art Institute, and I just remember that we was in the comments, and you was just like, yeah, I'm be leaving, I'm going to school in Atlanta, and I'm just like, for real? I was like, well, do your thing, you know, follow your dreams, and to really see it manifest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That has been a blessing, and also I believe in dreams, and especially with us being from Macon, you know what I'm saying, being from a small city but a big city, you know what I'm saying, in a sense. When it comes to me talking to children and kids and really trying to tell them how to follow their dreams, like knowing that it is obtainable, like you can do it, you just have to put in the work, the grind, you know what I'm saying, to get there, and don't allow people to tell you what you can't do, because it is possible.
Right.
You know, you just have to really believe in yourself that you can do it, and that you can, you know what I'm saying, make it happen. So I just want to say that you guys are inspiration to a lot of young men and young women out there, and you know, you probably don't even know it, and again, just ripping for the city, you know what I'm saying, it's amazing. So
Appreciate it.
yeah,
Appreciate
just
you.
kudos to y'all, for real.
Thank you.
You know, so we're gonna get to you though, KG. I'm just gonna let y'all know I was calling him the wrong name, and I really felt some type of way about it.
We ain't gotta.
I was like, oh hell no.
It's all good.
But
It's all good.
but as far as the inspiration for you, who were some people that inspired you?
I mean, of course, on the surface, everybody is inspired by, like, you know, the Kanye's, the Jay-Z's, of the world. But honestly, just on some, you know, like real talk type, like, I gotta give a shout out to my bro DeCiano. So DeCiano was a rapper that I met at Savannah State. And at the time, which is like, I don't want to show my age here, but this is like 09, you know what I'm saying, maybe early 2010. And my music sounds completely different as far as, you know, what y'all hear today. And it was just kind of club, you know, radio music, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And I heard a song he had called Midterm. and I literally stopped rapping for like 2 days. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know as a rapper, it's not really cool or you know what I'm saying, to say this type of stuff about another rapper, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a part of me evolving into the artist that I am. Like, so I like got in contact with my homegirl Jasmine because she knew him. And I was just like, yo, I need his info. Like, so I go meet him in the comments, and just like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, how are you doing this? He was like, I'm using metaphors, you know, similes, you know what I'm saying? Double entendres. So I literally go back home, like, looking like this stuff like it's 10th grade English again, like similes, using like or as, you know what I'm saying? Like, metaphors. And then my style kind of started to transform. But if it wouldn't have been for DeCiano putting that battery in my back and challenging me, you know what I'm saying, to be different, you know what I'm saying, to make timeless music, which is what I felt like he was making. And I felt like he gave me that inspiration and that key to kind of stop living for the radio, like make timeless music. And then that's when the time I started making Mac, like that summer 2010, we come home to making, and he was like, hey, I might got this beat for you, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, pull up to the studio, bro. So he played it, and after that, we've been locked in ever since.
That's right. I'm gonna say the chemistry though. You know, definitely. I always feel like when you're working with other people, that chemistry that is made or that connection always produces, you know what I'm saying, something great, and the synergy.
Right.
You know, and I definitely believe in chemistry, and I feel the chemistry. You know what I'm saying? And you, like I say, even with House of Blues, like the work that you guys really put into it is just amazing to me, you know what I'm saying? And again, I am grateful that you guys invited me to be here, to be able to interview you, you know. It's
Thank
just
you.
a blessing.
Thank you,
so.
definitely.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
As you know, a black woman coming from our city, in the entertainment industry, to, you know, first off, we respect that, and I salute that. So to kind of see that, and I was just like, you know, call Matt like, yo, we got to get Dynastie to, you know, sit down and do an interview with us, like, to show our respect and our love to you and the platform that, you know, you have.
Yeah.
So I was just like, you know, we got to make this happen. So I appreciate you accepting the call.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, man, it's like it's greatness, and I love it, and just where you guys are headed in life. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited for the future of Courtesy of Goodfellas and everything that you guys are doing. Like, at this point now, like, I'm like, okay, I'm a fan. Once I kind of hear something and I hear something that I like, now it's just like, all right, so I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? I work at a hookah lounge right now, and technically I'm like the DJ too when it comes to the music for my nights. You know, I like a vibe, and so the vibe that you guys have, that's the vibe that I like to create when I'm working my night. So just know that you will be in rotation at Cherry Street Hookah Lounge. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to that home, man.
Yeah. And again, make sure you go download the album House of Blues. Amazing. They put in some hard work. I'm telling you, you're not going to be disappointed. I wasn't disappointed. Just, again, you got you whatever you prefer. Your white, your whiskey, however you like it. You know, pour it up. That's what I ain't got time to play with you, DJ. You know what I'm talking about. But however you decide you want to do it, hey, you know what I'm saying, just vibe to it. House of Blues. Shout out to both of my guys here, KG, and also DJ Matt, Brilliant Matt. You
Shout
know
out to Brilliant Matt, man.
Yes.
I'm proud of my brother, you know what I'm saying? I give you flowers here on camera, dog, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad to see you growing into the producer you growing into, bro. My favorite producer, you know what I'm saying? No bias there. You know what I'm saying?
And again, where can they follow you, guys, and where can they get the album?
You get the album on Apple Music, Spotify. It's up everywhere. You can follow us at Courtesy of the Goodfellas on IG and the Facebook page. You want to give it a personal?
Goodfella KG on IG. And yeah, that's
Brilliant Mac on IG. I know we probably shout out some names, but I know we might be the face or whatever, Courtesy of the Goodfella. Another reason that's named because everybody we run into is a part of the team too, right? You see him now. Shout out to my dog, God Body Signs. Y'all go check his project out, the Dwayne Wade story. Go check that out. My dog Hard, he did production on the last album.
Looking for it's
check
probably
him
one of
out.
my favorites off of there. Freddie Brooks, you know what I'm saying?
Freddie Brooks is it. Shout out to Brendan.
Shout out to Brendan. Shout out to
Dejan.
Dejan. Shout out to
Dejan
Lefty.
Styles.
Yeah,
shout out to Lefty, the whole
Riz,
KIP.
Levi, Stitch, Kamai, Pat. I mean, just everybody that show us love, man. We really appreciate it. Like I said, we know something different. We know something that's not traditional, in the sense of what's going on today. But we appreciate everybody, showing us love and, supporting the cause.
That's right. And you guys can definitely follow me at I am Royal Dynastie _ and that's DYNASTIE _ on Instagram, right? I definitely follow back. And again, thank y'all so much. This was dope right here. Just like I said, super excited. The home team, 478 all day. Yeah, we represent Macon, Georgia, man.
Macon, Georgia. What's up?
Don't do that.
All of Macon.
Yes, and we out. Well, any last words, guys, that y'all want to do before we get up out of here?
Shout out to all of y'all once again. Shout out to my boy Young God Conyers.
R.I.P.
Shout out to Justo. Shout out to everybody who's lost somebody in 2020. Shout out to DJ Murphy. Shout out to BG. Hometown legends. Definitely showing them love. But yeah. Courtesy of the Goodfellas.
That's right. Make sure y'all follow them. And again, go get that album. House of Blues is out right now. And we are out.